Man, I got so many stories and some stuff almost ended ugly. Um, One of them actually, Jimmy was with. I do dog photography in the city, and I posted a dude on my Instagram earlier. That video with that dude that had his hand wrapped
Yeah.
up. Top line kennels, Vinny. His name Vincent Romero on Facebook. So I was doing photo shoots, and you know that McDonald's right on 222nd in Euclid. It's got that big hill up at the top, and everybody's sledding.
Right.
It was this time of year, like back in 2013, tax season. Vinny had called me a couple days before. Me and Jimmy already had a photo shoot lined up with a couple of my productions he got from me. That we were gonna go up to that park and take, had them on this slope, and I was gonna get the pictures. So Vincent, Vinny Top Line Kennels, he said, "Man, I just bought this crazy XL from Colorado or somewhere. I need a photo shoot before I even post him on Facebook. I need the money." I used to call my pictures the money shots. So you're like, "Man, I need the money shot before I even post him on social media, bro. We can get this in tomorrow." I said, "Well, cool." It was like a Friday. I said, "Cool. First thing tomorrow, we're gonna get it in." I said, "Jimmy coming." They all knew each other. So I'm like, "Jimmy already bringing a couple dogs, so we all gonna meet up there at 10 o'clock. It's snow all up on the hill and everything." Um, so me, Jimmy, Vinny, and all of his cousins and stuff, we all meet there. I'm flicking up dogs, but then Vinny got this all white XL. He bought it grown. I'm talking Vinny only like, you saw his picture. He probably
Right.
only like 90 to 100 pounds, and he get this fucking XL that's like the XL like 110s. Vinny take his coat off. He wanted the dog all white. Vinny got on all white Dickies pants, all white Air Forces. We standing in snow and shit. White T-shirt. It's 10 degrees outside. I'm taking pictures. I'm down on the knee. I'm down there so long, my body heat then melted the snow around me. So I'm in the mud. I'm taking pictures, but I like all my pictures to be tack sharp. I need the eyes to be tack sharp. So his dog keep moving. Vinny behind him with a choke collar on. He trying to get the dog named Chico. He like, "Chico, stand still." I'm like getting him, and I'm looking at my camera. I say almost, but he moved his muzzle just a little bit. So Vinny like, "Chico, stand still, stand still." He keep choking at him, and man, the Chico turned around. Like I said, we on the top of the, how that hill is real steep.
Right.
It's kids to the left of us. They sledding and shit. They going down. Woo, woo, woo. I got a little 38. My wife, granddad passed away, and her grandma gave her this 38 special. It was a 38 Colt Cobra. And I used to carry that in my pocket, you know what I mean, when I'd be doing little photo shoots and shit. So I got the 38 special in my pocket. I'm down, I'm taking pictures. Vinny like, "Chico, stand still." He get it mad because now Vinny getting cold because he took his coat and shit off. He ain't think this photo shoot supposed to take this long. So I finally get the shot, and I'm gonna post the shot. It's a beautiful shot I got of his dog. But right after I got the shot, he wanted a couple more. Like he wanted to put his head, have his chain out or something. So he did it one more, and Chico turned around, and because Vinny had the choke chain wrapped, I mean the collar and the leash wrapped all up his wrist. Chico turned around and started grabbing Vinny on the wrist and shaking him. They go tumbling down the hill. Like I said, JDA Bullies was there. He right beside me. Vinny and the dog go tumbling down the hill, man. You just see blood, like he got all white on, man. The dog then ripped Vinny's wrist open. Like you see his hand wrapped up on that picture. He didn't rip his wrist open, his blood and skin flapping and shit. The dog shaking him up on the hill. Now Vinny down at the bottom of the hill, he backing up. The dog then pinned Vinny's chest into the hill as Vinny trying to back up the hill to get away, bro. I look at Jimmy. I say, "Bro, I got to go help him." I take my camera off my neck, hand it to Jimmy. Jimmy at the top. Jimmy can tell you everything that happened word for word. I go down the hill. You remember on Bad Boys 2, how in a minefield when Martin did the little roll and
Right.
shot Johnny Tappy in the head? I go down the hill and I'm going so fast because I'm like heavier back then. I was like 300 something pounds. So, man, I'm going down. I get down, I lose my footing, and I go do the little flip just like how Martin Lawrence did on Bad Boys. And after I do the front roll, I go in my pocket and pull the 38 out. And you know, on my 38 special, it's got double action. So I was able to put the hammer in single action so that first shot was real smooth. So boom, Vinny getting attacked. The dog like pinning, about to grab Vinny on the throat. I say, Vinny, you got to stand still, bro. You got to stand still. I'm trying to shoot the dog off of Vinny. I'm right next to him, I'm on my knee, like in the mud, right next to him getting attacked. Wow. I say, Vinny, you got to stand still, bro. You got to stand still. Vinny was like, do it. Like he stood still long enough. I had that motherfucker in single action. And I said, stop. I'm yelling at the dog. The dog eyes rolled in his back of his head. You just saw black. The dog lets go of him and lounges at me. Jimmy and them right at the top of the, I'm telling you, Jimmy was right there, saw everything. I had that bitch in single action. The dog eyes rolling back in. He opened up his mouth and lounged at me, bruh. Boom, boom. So the first shot was single action. So it was a nice, smooth shot. Shot him right through the mouth, blew his head out. The next shot, boom, like hit him in the muzzle. The dog jaw lands on my foot in the mud, man. There's kids and shit running, everything. Vinny tore up, blood all in the mud and shit. And I got the video of on Jimmy's. I think I saw Jimmy Page. He got the video from way back when he like, my dude just had to shoot this dog to save this dude's life. Vinny and them take off, and you know Bishop Road University Hospital right up at top of Bishop Road and Chardon.
Yep.
By the Dollar Movies. Vinny like, man, thank you, bro. You saved my life, man. They took off and left me and Jimmy behind. So me and Jimmy still got his dog staked at the top of the hill. The dead dog dead. And I had my concealed carry and stuff. I was teaching gun classes back then too. So I had to call the police because I'm like, man, these parents about to call and say a dude out here shooting around.
Right.
So I called first. I called 911 and said, yeah, they said, what area, what do you need? Fire, whatever. I said, I need the police. I just had to shoot a dog. I had to dispatch a dog. He was attacking a gentleman at this park right behind McDonald's on 222nd. I said, I'm standing right here. I described what I got on. So when they pulled up, they wouldn't have been thinking me and Jimmy were no threat. So they pulled up. I had to, tell them I had my gun on me and everything. And then the cop, it was a black cop and a white cop. The white cop must have been new. White cop told him to go get, the black cop told the white cop, go get that dog from over there, take the bags out my trunk, drag him around and, bag him up. And the black cop like, hand me your gun so I can, run it. Mind you, I got a revolver. It's got 5 rounds in the cylinder. I done shot 2, so it's still 3 rounds in the cylinder. So I say, officer, I have the guns loaded in my pocket. Jimmy right there. I said, the gun's loaded in my pocket. I say, I feel more comfortable if you take the gun off. The cop like, man, just hand me the gun, bro. I said, sir, I don't feel comfortable. Like, why? Who can hand a cop a loaded gun? Now, if I pull that bitch out of my pocket and the barrel might be pointed at you on the muzzle,
and they go
now
up.
You go shoot me. Like, I said, bro, I don't feel comfortable. The cop get mad. Black cop like, man, just get up against the truck. He had the little Explorer truck out there, and the Euclid trucks, they like them Explorers. They're like, put your hands up against the car. So the cop went in my pocket and snatched my gun out. Went in his passenger door, did something, bagged the gun and the bullets up, and he handed the shit back and was like, don't load this up till we leave. And then he handed me a Ziploc bag with my gun and shit, and he left. And me and Jimmy, we talked about the situation for a minute. And before Vinny and them left, Vinny was like, I'm gonna take care of you, bro. Let me get out this hospital. It's taxi. I'm thinking Vinny about to come break me off like some bread. Like he probably got 10 racks back. He done spent a couple racks on the bully. I say, man, I just saved this nigga life. Vinny was dead if I ain't do what I did. Vinny had it was no escaping that dog. That dog was not tired. It was ripping that nigga to shreds. He pull up later that day. I think Jimmy's still at my house and shit. Vinny pull up. This nigga pull out a knot. I'm talking about a big knot of money. My eyes get big. I say, oh, this is my lucky day. This nigga peel off a 20 and a 10 and hand me $30, man. I'm like, I dap him up or whatever and take off. But I was mad. I said, man, I didn't save your life, nigga. You done gave me $30. So yeah, Vinny, you could have took care of a brother behind that, but it's all good.